Today I'm going to talk about the Open Educational Resources, or OER. They are documents and media materials such as books and videos related to education. And their main characteristic is that they are free and open license, which means that anyone can add or modify something of them. Nowadays, there are lots of OER programs all over the world. And this is becoming so important because it's a way of breaking the wall that now divides the developed countries of the north with the ones of the south. These resources are promoted due to the desire of stopping the commodification of the knowledge. What they want is to support the access to that knowledge and make that way easier to everyone. This is becoming so important because it's a way of having a better education all over the world. Being able to arrive to share resources from educational institutions everywhere. But sometimes there are problems with intellectual property rights, because some resources are protected with the copyright. To solve that, the Creative Commons organization offers alternative license treatments, which are not so restrictive, and this is becoming so important to modify something of the materials that you download. The idea of this exchange started almost 20 years ago and was quickly supported by many teachers who saw an opportunity of arriving to a lot of educational information that could be used in many teaching-learning situations. But the term open educational resources didn't start to be used until 2002 in a UNESCO forum that was organized due to the increase of institutions that offer their materials for free, to see the impact that this was having on the education. The UNESCO has become so important in the work of making the resources arriving to everyone, because it supports the idea of exchanging them to let everyone having a better education. And this is something that they say on the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. But this is not the only organization that supports the growth of the open educational resources. There are many foundations that have been economically helping, even governments such as the British. Nowadays, still working in the growth and development of the open educational resources, the UNESCO has got a global wiki that started to work in 2005. In this wiki, they offer their own materials that can be exchanged and modified by teachers, students, and education professionals, but they also share other materials useful for them. And finally, the UNESCO approved a logo that can be used all over the world and in many languages. And this logo was created due to the increase of the open educational resources all over the world, because many countries use them and they speak in many different languages. So this has become the international logo. And I'm going to show you now. This has become the international image of these programs. And that's all of the open educational resources. I hope that you have understood everything, and if you have any question, just ask.